right. We are back. Episode 2 already. Woo!
Happy to be here.
Hey, I'm SamMeeBee with
And I'm Dan Stone, and this is Gem
City
City Sports.
Episode 2, we're still working on that. I'm like, wait, should I say your name?
We missed that one.
That's all right.
Yeah, but we're back. Glad to be here.
Hey, what are we doing today? Something simple, something short. Talking Rams.
Oh, baby. Let's
If
do this.
If you watched episode 1, we are Rams fans.
Yes,
So,
sir.
got the schedule here in front of us. We're going to go through week by week. We're going to talk all sports, but we want to see how we feel about our team. Trying to be realistic. That's the hard thing. There's some games I looked ahead. I'm like, I'm going to take the Rams, but I know I shouldn't. And it'll be fun to see how we do. Should we give out like a prediction of scores? Nah, that's too much work.
If you're feeling squirrely, I'm gonna do wins and losses. If I want to throw a score out there, I'll throw a score out there. I think let's hit it off September 10th, week 1. I'm going Rams over Seattle. That's right. I don't care that the Seattle Seahawks are reloaded, retooled, and ready to go. I'm going Los Angeles Rams. We play Seattle tough. I think we're going to squeak out a win. Sean McVay is going to get back to his winning ways in week 1. I think this is going to be like a 24, 21, 27, 24. Yeah, this is going to be an exciting double touchdowns for both teams, an exciting game. Rams come out on top.
All right, I'm going to keep track here so we know. You got one win right there.
All right.
I really want to.
Do it.
But I'm not. I'm saying it's a loss. Give them an L. Starting off, I know. I'm sorry. Started the season off wrong.
Hey.
And I'm gonna just roll into the next game and give another L. At home against San Francisco, they're just not. They're not good against San Francisco, and
No.
I'm giving them a loss 0-2 to start the season.
I'm saying they take a loss 1-1.
Okay. Week 3, Monday night.
I guess we both don't have much to say there. Niners beat the crap out of the
Yeah.
Rams in the regular season.
I hate the Niners.
Yep.
But I'll give you the
Monday
respect.
night, the Cincinnati Bengals.
In
I might
Cincinnati.
be taking Tuesday off that week. We'll
Yeah,
kind of
I
see what
think we
happens.
should.
I'm gonna take L.A.
You know.
Yep.
When I did my simulations for episode 1 win losses, I had them winning in this. And you know what? Burrow might be out.
That's why I'm gonna take L.A. because
their
of the Burrow
head
injury.
coach it used to work for McVay. He knows him. I'm giving the Rams a win in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Hey, you want to go to that game?
Maybe.
We'll think about it.
I hadn't even
Hey,
thought about. I'm gonna probably be
it's
doing
in
the
Cincinnati.
game thread for Turf Show Times, but I hadn't even thought about it.
yeah,
Let me. Let's circle back on that. We should
Okay.
talk about that.
Yeah, okay. And then they stay on the road to go to Indianapolis. I have a win here.
Easy day. I think if the Rams lose, that's because Jonathan Taylor goes nuts. I'm taking Rams all day, no problem.
All right. And then the thing is, so Cincinnati is a tough one. So, for example, if I did give them a loss, this would be the first win. They'd be 1-3 at this
Yeah.
point. So, I think that Cincinnati game, I'm sorry to backtrack, is a
No.
pretty big game. That's going to be a huge one.
Bengals are going to want the win. They lost the Super Bowl. It's not like they get total redemption for winning this game, but I know for a fact they're going to want the win. Obviously, they want the win, but I think that lost Super Bowl, the players on the roster that felt that sting, they're going to show up a little bit extra. It's going to be tough, but I am going with L.A. for that. I'm going with L.A. against the Colts as well. So I have them right now at 3-1 if things go the way that I.
Holy cow.
Yeah, which that's not terrible.
Woo.
But then they are going to lose to the Eagles.
Yeah,
they are
they do.
not winning that game.
Yeah.
No.
Don't even show up. Just put in Sense and Bennett. It's a tape.
I agree. Put in Bennett, sit Cooper Kupp, and take deep shots to Tutu Atwell all game.
Yeah.
You're not beating the Eagles.
Do trick
I hope I'm
plays.
wrong.
Just find out who you are.
Have fun.
Get some Philly steaks.
Yeah.
Get out injury free. That's what I want.
I was going to
Just
say Aaron Donald, don't get hurt. I agree. Jalen Hurts and that team, they're A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are going to pick on the Rams secondary. I don't know why I don't think Seattle's going to do that week 1. I just think the Rams are going to show up to play week 1.
Probably a pick spread. I'm gonna see Eagles by double digits here.
Yeah, 10 points.
That's a lot,
Yeah.
Eagles by double. All right, next one. I think we're both gonna say Rams. They're at home against Arizona.
Rams dub. Arizona's worst team in the league.
If you watched episode 1, I had the Cardinals not realistically, but I basically have them going winless all season. So
I don't think they'll go winless. In fact, I could see them splitting with the Rams. Sweeping a division's tough. But I do think, and this is not to be overtly disrespectful, I just think the Cardinals have maybe the worst roster in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, this next one, interesting here. Pittsburgh.
I hate it. I'm going Steelers.
This one's a toss-up for me.
I'm going Steelers.
This is a toss-up. This is like Cincinnati. I'm like, it's a toss-up. You're going Pittsburgh?
I am. I'm not happy about it.
I need a third column, like realistic. This is like I would pick the Steelers, but If I have the Rams beating the Bengals in Cincinnati, why can't they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I got 4 words for you. Allen Robinson revenge game. He's
Yeah.
going to have 3 touchdowns, 60, 70 yards. Yep.
Allen revenge. I want to get 0. I'm going to get him 2 catches.
Yeah, he's going to have 3 catches
10
for
yards.
3 touchdowns.
No,
Yeah.
2 catches, 10 yards, 12 yards. I'll give him 2 extra yards.
No touchdowns against the Rams?
I'm giving a check mark here. We're tied at 4 wins. I'm
Okay.
giving Rams over
You're
Pittsburgh.
crazy. All
Crazy. Wow, crazy.
right. You're crazy.
All right. In Dallas, oh, man. I'm giving it to Dallas. The Rams lost to the Cowboys with backup quarterback last year.
Cooper Rush. Yeah,
Cooper
that
Rush.
was
I don't
embarrassing.
want to give him credit. Just kidding. Yeah, that was. Yeah, I'm going Cowboys.
Cooper Rush actually went on a hot streak while he was playing. Good for him. This is a rough one. I am going to go
Tough.
with Dallas.
Dallas.
And I don't love it because I don't think Dallas is nearly as good as the Eagles. I don't think Dallas is as good as a lot of people are going to hype them up to be because they're America's team, but they are a competent football team. They could be a double-digit win football team, and I can definitely see them beating the Rams.
Hey, I mean, at this point, we got the same 4 wins for both. Then we have one more game before the bye week in Green Bay, and I think we talked about this. It's in November, and the Rams were, I don't want to say complaining, but they're unhappy.
They
that
tried to
always-
change it. Yeah, they did.
in
They
the
wanted to play him
wintertime.
earlier in the season, which is, come on, you don't want to play in the cold. It might have had more to do with just the Rams travel a lot this year. Like, I think in terms of just overall miles, they've got a lot of miles to cover, so maybe they were just trying to make it easier on their schedule. But I do think it had something to do with playing in the cold, which surprises me because I would think a lot of players at an NFL level at some point played in a cold weather game. So either way, I'm taking the Rams in this one. I am.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Los Angeles Rams to beat the Green Bay Packers on November 5th.
Yeah, if you listen to episode 1, I said I have this feeling that the Packers are going to be one of those teams where they just have low-scoring games. They're going to a lot of one-possession games. So I can see this one coming down to the end, maybe field goal.
Yeah,
So
sure.
hopefully Rams got a good kicker.
can't
And I
remember his
remember reading on Turf Show Times, one of the pages you write for, how the Rams face a lot of teams that are coming off buys. Unfortunately, we didn't look that up. We're just looking at the Rams schedule. So I wonder, is this one of those teams that coming off a bye? So this one, if I was being realistic, I could say Green Bay, but I'm going to go Rams as well. So now we got, what is that, 5 and 6 going into the bye?
Yeah.
Okay, and then out of the bye against Seattle at home, I'm taking the Rams.
And you were right because I thought that we played more AFC South teams, but we only play the Colts. So you were right last episode. I knew we played the AFC North. I just thought we played a couple AFC South teams, but that is not true. We only play the Colts. That being said, you're saying Rams lose against Seattle in
Oh, I have
week
them
11?
winning. And correction, they're 5 and 4. Both of us have them going 5 and 4 into the bye. I have them coming out of the bye beating Seattle. I think because they're at home against Seattle. I had them losing in Seattle, but I had them winning in Seattle against.
I say we sweep Seattle this year. They swept
so?
us last year, and I think we sweep them this year. I think Seattle's a better team than the Rams, but I think we find a way to win both games. Yep.
Okay, Arizona. In Arizona, I don't remember how long Murray's out, but again, I'm sweeping them. I got Rams winning.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah,
How many wins are they at?
We're at 7.
7. Okay, so
All right, next one, Cleveland Browns. Who we got for the Browns?
I think with Nick Chubb, Deshaun Watson, and Amari Cooper, this is going to be a tough win for the Rams. I will take the Browns for this particular game right now.
You know what? I want to be different. I'm taking the Rams. Give me the
love it.
Rams.
Take them. I'm going to take Baltimore over the Rams too. Odell Beckham Jr., Lamar Jackson,
Yeah, that's in
Zay Flowers,
That's in Baltimore. If that was in,
L.A.
yeah, I
The
might have think
safe
about it.
streets of
But
LA.
yeah,
as opposed to the safe streets of Baltimore.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Baltimore.
All right. Then we're getting into December here. We got Washington at home against Washington.
I think if you listen to our last episode, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, I think SamMeeBee and I are going to both pick the Rams against Washington.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they have Sam Howell. At this point, it's pretty late in the season. Is he still the quarterback?
Right.
Are they trying to find out? Do they want to tank, for someone next year? Cam Williams, projected #1 pick, looks good. So
Oh, Caleb Williams.
Caleb
Yep,
Williams.
Yep.
So okay. Mike, there's another one for both of us.
Yep. So what are they at? 7? 8?
You have 8 wins.
Wow.
I have 9. Because of the Cleveland
I
difference.
think the Rams can go 9-7 this year. I'm not saying take the over. I think I said take the
It
under.
was 6.5, and that's what I'm saying right now. You could take out one. Actually, let's finish. We'll come back.
I'm not a
back to
betting
that.
man.
You're a running man.
I'll bet in Grand Theft Auto Online. SamMeeBee knows that.
Yeah,
$50,000 hands.
man. Maybe how much did you win last night?
I didn't play. I've been saving up.
No days off. All right. Versus New Orleans. I'm giving this one to the Saints.
Mm,
It's
yeah.
at home, but I don't.
Yes, I agree. Saints. I
Yeah,
don't love it.
I don't either. It's like at this point of the season, the Saints. If you listen to episode 1, I had the Saints winning most of their division games where they might even need to be. They don't need this win.
I'm
But
going to put this out there. I say we like we're on the team. The Rams embarrassed the Raiders last year and Derek Carr when they beat them on that Thursday night game with Baker Mayfield.
Oh yeah,
Embarrassed them. I think Derek Carr comes out and balls out against the Rams. And I'm not a huge Derek Carr fan. I think he belongs in the NFL. I think he's a starting quarterback. I think he's a top 20. I don't even know if he's is he a top 10 quarterback? I think he can be on a weekly basis, but not for a whole year. I could be proven wrong, but I think he can come out and ball out against the Rams.
He's a top 32 quarterback for sure.
That's for sure. For sure.
I mean, I don't know.
He's top 20. I think he can be top 15.
I know the Rams. I think Rams Saints think of that one playoff game where they thought he touched the guy early. They said pass interference. I mean, I didn't see it, but I think Saints fans don't like the Rams.
Oh, you didn't see LOL. You didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it either. I don't know what.
Soft league.
Hey, what I do know is this. The Saints had a 10-point lead in that championship game against LA, and they blew a 10-point lead to Jared Goff and the Rams.
My buddy,
that's on the Saints.
I'll never forget. One of my best friends, we were watching the game together, and he's like, "I'm going to record you when they kick the Super Bowl, the field goal to the Super Bowl." I'm like, "I'm not going to react, man." Oh, man, I was, like, jumping up and down. I had a football in my hand, slamming it. So I'm like, wow, those videos I see online, those are real. I was so excited.
When the Rams went to the
they went to the Super Bowl.
When was it Legatron booms the kick and takes him.
Greg the Leg. Is he still with the Jets? I don't know
who I believe, is with the Jets. Also, Drew Brees punts the ball back to the Rams after. Like, the Saints have the ball to start overtime, and I think was it Fowler? Dante Fowler gets his hand on Drew Brees, and Drew Brees sails it. And it might have been John Johnson. I don't remember. One of the Rams pick it, scoop it, and
maybe it's
a couple plays later we're going to the Super Bowl.
Idea for a future episode. Talk about some of our favorite games or something.
That championship game is one of my favorite games. It's just heartbreaking the way that they lose to New England.
Let's not get too off topic, but I know one of my favorite games was the Rams Chiefs.
Yeah,
high scoring game.
The
So
Monday night game?
we'll talk about that. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So following the Saints, we got two
Might
games.
have been a Thursday night game.
It was supposed to be in Mexico. I remember that. So it was a primetime game. It was supposed to be in Mexico. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yellow uniforms, pretty ugly.
I think everybody remembers that game. 54-51.
Yeah. Take the over. Jared Goff, Mahomes. That's also week 1. Take the over.
Agreed. I think Detroit, Kansas City is going to be a good game. Kansas City's going to win though. I think this is ridiculous. The Lions are fine, but Kansas City's the best team in the NFL.
And that New Orleans game, and if you've seen that now, that's a Thursday night game too. So that's going to be on TV.
Prime.
So we have 2 primetime games, one Thursday and then the Monday night early on. So, all right, 2 games left. We got at New York. So I
know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna say, at this point in the season, I'm giving the Giants. I'm gonna say Giants.
No, I'm taking the Rams. I don't believe in New York Giants. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I said that last episode. I'm taking the Rams against New York. But the week after, they play the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm taking the Niners again.
Yeah. Well, I take the Niners, and we both unfortunately agreed. Probably a good thing. 9 and 8. So the over/under is 6.5. If you listen to the last episode, I have the over.
I would take the over too. I think the Rams can win 7 games.
And being realistic, if I take away like the Bengals win, if I take away 2 wins, there's still 7.
Yep.
They're still over the over. So you heard it here. Early on, what's today? July 30th.
Technically the 29th, but we are going to use. This is episode 2.
Yeah, so we're recording July 29th, coming out in a couple days, July 30th, July 31st. So well ahead of preseason, no injuries, safe team. I mean, we got the Rams going.
Should we do our preseason predictions? Give the preseason record? Isn't that what everybody really wants to hear is what they do in the preseason?
What do you mean? Oh, the teams they play? I think they play the Raiders every year. Well, because I think the Rams don't play their starters normally. So
no, and the preseason's meaningless to me. I think it's meaningless to a lot of people. I'm just kind of joking around.
So 9 and 8, where does that put them in the division? I guess we have to look at the other.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's a great question.
I didn't even think about that.
Because
I think that
I would say Seattle or the Niners are more likely to win the division than the Rams.
The NFC is pretty weak, so I wonder 9 and
Correct.
8 they could almost sneak into the playoffs.
I think it's the Eagles and everybody else.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's the Eagles, and then maybe in a second tier you have like the Niners and the Cowboys. But I think it's the Eagles number one, and then everybody else.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you think the Rams make the playoffs?
At 9-8, yeah. I mean, I guess they'd sneak in. Nah, I could flip a coin.
Yeah,
I
but
could flip, we should have a coin. I could literally flip it.
the year they won the Super Bowl, they were projected to be the worst in the division. So you never know with these teams; they could come out hot.
Arizona could surprise people. Stranger things have happened.
No,
I don't think so, but
1-16, 1-17, 16, whatever it is now.
you think they're going to go 0-17?
1-16.
1-16.
They're underdogs in every game.
Which is wild.
All right, Rams Super Bowl.
No, maybe.
We're a Super Bowl this year anyway. I don't even know.
I can't remember. I'm sure we'll get into it. So that's it then. 9-8.
Yeah,
go
episode
Rams.
2,
All right.
9-8. All right.
This was Gem City's.
Oh,
what were you going to say?
I was
Sorry.
gonna say, hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. Give us feedback. Obviously, we're still working on our intro and outro.
And we always will be.
Hey, well, from SamMeeBee and Danny Stone, this is
Gem
Gem
City
City Sports.